All right, so I'm here at the Audrain doing the Ferrari class with Victoria Bruno. Hi.
Hi, Tom.
And I'm Tom Young. So we got a chance to judge Ferrari class. I don't know why. I guess it's because you kind of work on Ferrari.
Yeah, maybe.
I guess so.
Maybe you do too.
We can't get away with it because we kind of have to work on Ferraris for a living. But we're both very lucky that we do it. And we got invited to do this show. And it's a little bit different. And I think I don't judge regular Ferrari shows because I don't. It's like too. You would know better than I
I've
do.
only ever judged what we would deem a regular Ferrari show, which is following IAC PFA guidelines, which is the International Preservation Council Ferrari, if you don't know.
Sure, and I follow those rules to build cars to those standards. So we both do them at our respective shops, but the difference is that I try to stay out of the judging side because it's like, I deal with this all day. I don't want to be judging on all this stuff. But at the same time, this show, one of the reasons why I like to do it, and I imagine that hopefully you'll have fun doing it, because this is the first time you've been at this one.
It is, yes.
Is that it's a different guideline. And so we just finished judging this group of cars, and we have a little bit more, and maybe you can explain it better than I can, about how it's more about the ownership, the story.
Absolutely. It's what we've come to understand and come to appreciate about the Audrain Concours is it is about embracing and celebrating not only the history and the preservation of the vehicles, but the story behind them and the relationship to the actual owner of the car.
Right.
Not just the car's provenance, but how the owner uses and or how the owner uses the car.
Sure. And so what happens is we meet the owner. First off, we're always thankful that all these owners, I mean, when you look up and down the field, every car here has a great story. Every owner loves their car, so it's so hard for us to make a decision. It's like, who loves their car more?
It was at the Paris Auto Show. It was at the Torino Auto Show. It won the TDF. You know, it's so hard.
Absolutely, and it might sound easier, but it still can be just as hard because, you know, who doesn't love their car? And we have to decide who loves you more. But at the same time, I do enjoy it because we can actually do a different guideline than just saying, you know, wrong hose clamp, wrong plating, wrong chrome plating, all this other stuff, and then deduct, and then all of a sudden you've got, you know, X amount of points, you win. This can work a little bit different on our emotions.
And it's also so interesting because here we have a very unique blend of Ferraris, which we normally wouldn't see 212 Vignale competing against a 308 GTB at a different show.
Right.
So the fact that we have this type of variety, this type of ownership, which means we just have a broader type of story regarding the relationship between the owner and the car.
Yeah. No, we should walk down the field a little bit. Let's talk. Let's see. I remember. Your memory's gonna be better. You're younger than I am.
I don't know about
but
that.
You'll remember what we had. But you know, these all these have great little details of just 50s coach work. You know, we have these 212s, and it's amazing to have that many 212s together. We had 3 of them in this class.
Exactly.
You know, 246 GTS, great car. Those things are fun. Have you had a chance? You drove one of these, right?
I have. I've driven one of these. I've done quite a bit of service on 246s as well. So it's nice to be able to have a deep relationship with them and then understand and see them on the field. I feel like it makes me do a better job on the field.
No, I love these cars. They're great little go-karts. But then, you know, the next generation
carbureted 308 here too.
The 308 is just like it's the lineage of the growth of the 246. This Barchetta is just beautiful.
Touring body.
No, I love this, the look of this. Now, admittedly, as a car, I always say, yeah, but it's got a crash box. It's you know, it's got a clutch on-off clutch.
But these are such a prominent figure in the history of the marque.
Yeah. So, you know, I always say you can't say bad things about it because you think about what else they were building in the 50s, 40s, and 50s, and this was ahead of its time. If I drive it now and says, oh my God, the gearbox is so hard to drive, but that's because you're comparing to stuff that's like full synchronous gearboxes.
And when you're on a curvy back road and nobody else is around, it's okay.
Yeah. And look how cute it is.
Patrick always says it's as cute as a button.
Yep. And that's the nickname of the Barchetta is it's a little boat.
Absolutely.
You know? So.
And then over here we have an awesome short nose 275.
Yep. And so these things are always fun. There's like three flavors of them. You know, short nose, long nose, and 4-cam. And you know, great looking car. You know, just not a straight line on it. And but have you? You've had to deal with this kind of stuff because we always say, like, I wish I had better brakes. I wish I had, like, GTCs have modern brakes, but there's something about a pretty face.
Absolutely.
It's like so pretty.
I think you can't argue any level, or you can't argue the beauty of this car on any level. It's objectively gorgeous.
And what was it? Do you remember the name? Because I was talking to Rex. Rex was the other judge with us. He was telling me that the yellow was not, because I would think of fly yellow, Ferrari light yellow, but this seems to have a little bit more yellow. And he told him, what was the name they called it with the badge? Do you remember? My memory is so bad, but he explained that it's the yellow on the yellow Ferrari badge. That's what it is, and so that's why it's a little bit brighter. Because I've seen Ferraris that have the much more like a cornflower or light yellow, which is Ferrari light yellow.
So I'm just a mechanic. So
yeah. Unfortunately, I am too. So we could kind of hide behind that name. And then this car, this is kind of, this is another one that's kind of neat. I love it. It's a green 308.
And this one's fuel injected, so it's nice to see early carbureted fuel injected here.
Now, and this has been with
US cars.
family. When you do this long enough, you end up meeting all the families and all the names. So it's like it's great to meet them, see them, but you also get to.
And again, that's what we're judging with here is the owner, the family, and the relationship with the car.
And then F40. Oh my God, what can we say about F40? I've had a chance to drive these things, and it's crazy. It's the last of the cars that are going to try to kill you. You know, like,
you say that like that's a bad thing.
No, it's not. It is. I mean, like, what else can you drive?
Are you done for the day?
Yes, we are.
Yeah, good.
We're just admiring the car again because we always love the F40s.
How'd I do? All right?
Yeah,
I made it by?
Hey, listen, you have F40. I think you're doing okay.
Yeah. You said you have a few others too.
No. But thank you very much.
No, thank you.
Thank you.
And then Vinali bodies. So this is this is interesting. Vinali has always, most people think about Ferrari being Pininfarina design and there's a certain look, but Vinali takes that, and some like them, some don't like them, but there definitely is a totally different look in Ferrari. I mean, look at the way they did this front fender with the bullet, and then the fins in the back, two-tone, chopped roof, like really neat stuff. So
one of three, by the way. They only made three. Was this the Paris Auto Show? Or was this Torino? I think this was Paris.
You're making me look like
I think this was Paris.
See, this is the thing is you got a lot more than I have to pull up, and I hide behind that whole mechanic thing. So I don't know. I have to find my cheat sheet. In fact, that's probably why I have a website, so I can take all the notes and not have to remember it off the top of my head.
Hey.
But no, this is a great car. Again, tough. As easy, it's not easier to judge the cars by saying we're just doing it by story or ownership. And
exactly.
Because
you just saw the diversity of the walkthrough here. So it's a difficult task, but we're lucky to be here.
We're honored to be included to do this judging. So it was great to spend some time with you. I mean, we've talked to Matt and all this other stuff, but
we met at Cavallino officially earlier this year, and so it's nice to be able to come back together.
Yeah,
and
now we're judging
celebrate
together, so
exactly, and celebrate the mark together.
Hopefully they'll bring me back to do more.
Yeah, right back at you.
All right, great. Well, nice to see you. We'll talk soon.
Yeah.
Thanks. Bye.